Hello everybody, today I'll be showing you how to grow a successful pumpkin patch and how to have a good pumpkin yield. I've been growing pumpkins for quite a while, like 7 or 8 years, and this is the best year I have done yet. And I realized what the key things are to have a pumpkin patch. This year I have 17 pumpkins, and that is a ton. My record was 8. So I will show you how to have a successful pumpkin patch like this in this video. So come on guys, I'll show you how to grow pumpkins. So first off, pumpkins are a rich feeder in compost. They love rich compost soils are full of nutrients. Many years before I did this year, these pumpkins, planted them along this row, I never really amended the soil extra. So I was wondering over the winter if that would help. So I amended it with about 3 bags of compost, and it is absolutely incredible. Absolutely, it works. Compost is one of the key main factors that help pumpkins grow. Another thing that pumpkins need in order to grow is tons and tons and tons of sunshine. So here, as you see, we planted them at the edge of the garden so they could vine out and catch all the sunshine they can. And another thing is, when you're planting your pumpkins, where to plant them in your garden, never plant them deep in the garden because they vine out so crazy. I mean, this vine right here is approaching 30 feet. So don't plant it in the middle of your garden, because simply it will take over your garden and you'll have nothing else. It will take up all the space and it will just be pumpkins. So plant it at the edge of your garden, and that's what I did this year, and it's a success. Now, here this year we have really, really, really hot summer. And when I mean really hot, I mean pretty much 90s every day. Every single day. So, and not a lot of rain. So the soil dries up so quickly. It becomes so parched. It's so cracked that you gotta water it often. I gotta water it every other day. And the thing is, if you don't water them often enough, see these leaves? See this leaf? How it has those veins? This is all water pressure. And if you already grow pumpkins and you just wanted to know how to grow better pumpkins, if you ever realized how on some really hot days your leaves just wilt, yes, because that doesn't mean your plant is dying. It just means that it's lacking water, and it just needs watering, because then the leaves go back up because it has more water to refill the leaves. So that's one key thing, to water your pumpkins a lot of water. I tend to give them twice the amount I think they need, because they need that much. Now, there are several problems that pumpkin growers will encounter, and number one is this. As you see, these leaves have a powdery fungus on them, and that's called powdery mildew. As you see, I don't know if you can see that, but I have that. Oh, sorry. I have it on my hand, and it's basically a fungus that forms on your pumpkin plants towards the end of the season, as you see, but it spreads like fire. Jesus, this wasn't even here about a week ago. So, and now it's everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but almost on every leaf, signs of it. So, powdery mildew, it won't damage your whole pumpkin patch, won't kill it off, but it will slow it down. And the best way to avoid it and avoid the major effects of it is pretty much to plant them pumpkins in May and June, because this comes towards the end of the season. So plant them early and you'll be fine. Another thing is that there's a moth that flies around. It's called a vine borer moth, and it lays eggs in your pumpkin plant, all across your pumpkin plant, and it burrows into the plant, the larva, and makes it pretty much get all squishy and die. But the good thing about the pumpkin is that the pumpkin is even more intelligent than the bug. I'm amazed by this. See that? It's a root, and the pumpkin sends down roots at each set of leaves. One here, one root here, one root here, and it keeps going like that. Because at the base, it's all dead. So what keeps the pumpkin plant going is these little roots. So that is important, that your pumpkin is not growing like on the cement, like that one. So we could put the roots down into the ground. And for the vine borer eggs, the only way I found to deal with them is to pretty much pick off the eggs. It's the only way I found that works. Now, when it comes to planting the proper pumpkin variety, there's not much to it. If you want to make jack-o'-lanterns out of your pumpkins, plant jack-o'-lantern pumpkin or Connecticut field. If you want a baking pumpkin, then plant sugar pie pumpkin. And you can make a pie out of the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin, but it'll be really liquidy and it won't be good. Now, I've seen a lot of people on YouTube have trouble recognizing the female from the male. Male has no bud at the bottom and will fall off. Don't get scared about that. The female, let me show you, right here is the one that still will fall off, but this is the one that has a pumpkin. And as long as the pumpkin doesn't fall off, then you're good. The flower will fall off even if it does get pollinated. I'll make a video on how to pollinate pumpkins, but that will be a separate video, so stay tuned for that. I ran out of time to film a proper outro, so thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. See ya. Bye.